You know, this is something that could be worse for some rather than others, but in a sense, when it comes to danger for the chosen ones being in their hometown, it's kind of what I mean by that. Some will legitimately be in danger. Some, maybe not danger, but if you are a chosen one, period, you will be hated in your hometown, bro. You will. Whether you like it or not. Not everybody's going to like you. There's probably some people that do, but there's probably going to be a lot of people that don't. Why? Because you're different. You stand out amongst the rest. You're probably not like everybody else. And for others, they could legitimately be in danger, bro. I wouldn't consider myself being in danger, and I don't really give a shit. But it's the things I've heard from people on calls, man, like shit really do be real out there. Some people are hated that much. Others are just extremely envied. They got a lot of people in the world bitter because of them, because of what they're doing, all the good that they're doing in the world. Other people do not like that because they're not doing good in the world. They want to be doing good in the world, but they don't know how to do good in the world. You know how? You're doing it. They don't know how. They're mad. They're envious. They're jealous. It is what it is. I mean, that's all the part about being the chosen one. You're not going to be liked by everybody. You're just not. Being chosen means you're going your own way. Like, legit. You have a blueprint. You have a certain direction that you're going in, and you let nothing take you out of that direction. That's one indication that you're chosen. I'm not going to sit here and name all of them because I have so many times in these videos. But you know what you're doing, man. You know what you're about. You're about that real life shit. You're about doing better all the time. And most people that are around you probably are not like that. Chosen ones are scattered all over the world in different places doing their thing. And if you see anyone that's kind of on the top of what they're doing, if you see anybody that's doing well, sticking to their game plan, sticking to the things they're supposed to be doing, they're usually hated. You will not get hated unless you're getting the results. People might laugh at you at first, but it's going to turn to bitterness and hate when you actually start getting results, proving them wrong, throwing it back in their face. They don't like that though, do they? No, they don't. So, but this is just what it calls for. Many are called, few are chosen. God calls so many people for a path, and only a few choose that actual path that they are called for. That's the whole point. Many, many, many are called to go on their path and purpose. Only few actually choose to go ahead and go with it. You can call it a sacrifice, you can call it whatever you want. But you're living accordingly to how God wants you to live. You listen to your intuition, you listen to your God. You do the good things you're supposed to be doing, contributing to the world in a positive way, doing your work, staying grounded. You're probably not like everybody else, just living a fucking clown world, living a clown life. And you know, most people will find themselves, at least at some point, in that clown world reality. I was in it. Especially if you're young, you shouldn't be too ashamed if you're kind of stuck in it right now. But if you're still in it, man, when you're 30s, 40s, 50s, that's an issue. That's kind of unacceptable to be in the clown world at that age. It's up to you to get out of it, because we are all brought into the reality of a fucking clown world. We're all brought into school, go here. As soon as we even know what we're doing by the age of about 4 or 5 or whatever, they throw us into this system. There you go. You have to do this. You have to pass. You have to do this. You have to do that. Clown world, man. Around a bunch of clowns as well. Doing clown shit around a bunch of other clowns. So it's up to you as a select individual, as a human being, to be smart enough and wise enough to at least eventually get yourself out of that. You don't want to live the rest of your life in that clown world. You want to listen to yourself, listen to your God, and not listen to the clowns around you. And when you make that decision, a lot of the people around you that's kind of still in that world is going to turn on you like the backstabbing bums that you are, that they are. And it is what it is. They can't see clearly. They see an issue with you going your own way. They see an issue with you becoming successful. They see an issue with you just doing better in general, and they're not, and they're kind of stuck. Man, I try to help, like, that's the kind of person I am. I try to help like everybody back in the day. I try to get everybody up. I was the life of the party. I try to get everyone to see what I saw. I try to get everyone to do better. People are not going to listen, man. They're just not. And usually if they even come to terms to wanting to listen, it's going to be too fucking late for them. That's just the way shit goes a lot of the time. It's called making terrible mistakes. You may never be able to, right that wrong. So when you're that type of person, the chosen ones is what we call it as a term. We're not coming here with bullshit trying to create mystical creatures. Talk a bunch of bullshit. No, it's a term for a select individual is what we call the chosen ones. You really might be special in a sense that your mind is right. That's one special thing about you for sure. Even people that might be living in the clown world, there might be certain things about them that's special, but it doesn't erase the fact that they're still in the clown world. There's talented people right now in the clown world that have potential, but potential is nothing if you don't put in work and you don't elevate and evolve and recreate yourself. It's nothing. So you gotta do the right things, man. You gotta do the right things. You probably have people in your hometown as well, if you're a chosen one, looking up to you. Maybe not a whole lot, at least some. You'll have a lot of haters, you'll have a lot of people that like you as well. And that's up to you if you want to move. Like, I seem to get along best with foreigners. I know a couple guys, 2 very good friends of mine today. One's still here right now, and he's moving as well at the end of this month, actually in like a couple weeks. But he's a black man from across the world. He lived like 3 hours away from me for a while, and then he moved into the same apartment building as I lived in, and that's how I met the guy. So that's him as a foreigner. And another one that now moved that lived close to me here, that I met at the gym, close friends to this day, always will be forever until the end of time. And there's never like, there's never beef there. There's never misunderstandings there with these lads. But when it comes to your own people and you leveling up, you improving, they seem to have an issue with you. But when it comes to foreigners, they accept you. You could get better in front of their eyes, they still accept you. There's something about getting along with people you don't even know rather than you knew for your whole life. It's a weird thing, man. It's a strange thing. And that's why it's up to you as a chosen one if you want to move out of your hometown to go somewhere else so you will have more peace. Because I would almost guarantee you will. I would almost guarantee it. That's up to yourself. Like I said, where I come from, things ain't all that horrible. It was honestly worst 5 years ago. Things kind of started to calm down over the years. People started to just shut up and accept things how they are. But I try to teach people the best I can on this channel about all the things that I have went through in my life. Hate is no joke. People trying to bury you alive is no joke because you want to do better. It is no joke. But you will get to a certain point where people have to just shut up because you're being respected worldwide. People are going to look dumb if they're hating on you. They're just going to look stupid as hell. Because they are stupid as hell. Let's be real. They are. And some people ain't never gonna respect you, bro. Like that's just the way it is. They're ignorant. They're ignorant people that just refuse to see the truth. And that is their own downfall. They are in the clown world. That's the definition of someone that lives in a fucking clown world. So, but like I said, guys, if you are a chosen one, you will not be the most liked. You'll not be the most liked. But the good thing is, you'll be loved and you'll be hated. You'll not be kind of in the middle. People either is going to love you all the way or hate you all the way and not be on board with you all the way. And honestly, I would rather things be that way anyways. What's the point of being half and half with someone you don't even know where they are half the time? Sometimes they like you, sometimes they don't. That's how a lot of people are nowadays, man. You can do the littlest things that can change people's minds about you, and all of a sudden they don't like you. The next day they do. The next week they don't. The next week they do. They act weird around you one week. The next week they're kind of not like that no more. Fucking weirdos, bro. Unstable in the mind. How can you trust someone like that? How can you be close with someone like that? You can't. That's why I don't even know what to do with those people, man. I honestly don't know. They don't even, it's like, they don't overly hate you, but they don't overly love you either. They're just kind of stuck in the middle. They're unsure. It's because they're unsure about themselves, is what it really is. They can't pick and choose. They go off by how you make them feel all the time. And if you're a real one, you're kind of gonna bring that out of people sometimes. Because you're not coddling people, you're not telling people what they want to hear all the time, you just keep it real. That's why people's they might have something against you because of something you did, something you said, or whatever. Then all of a sudden, they're not like that no more, and whatever, man. People are just weird. People can't take truth. Like, it hurts their feelings too much. Like, the fuck? What for? It's still the truth. That's why I live by the truth, because it's the fucking truth. But anyways, as a chosen one, it's entirely up to yourself what you want to do moving forward. If you want to move out of your hometown, if you don't. I talk to a hell of a lot of people that want to move out of their hometowns. They can't stand it. They can't stand nothing. I've been there, man. I'm going to tell you, I've been there. I got through it, thankfully. Thank Jesus. And I'm still in my hometown right now, and it's not nearly as crazy as it once was. I shut a lot of people up. There's only so much you can do and so much you can say. I have threatened people before and shut them up. Like, I seen them in person after I did what I did, and they looked like they seen a ghost. Because realistically, they would be a ghost if I put my hands on them. They felt that energy. They knew that. They knew that's reality. So there's only so much things. There's only so much people can do, man. Like, if you want to come negatively at me like that, expect something to go down. Because I don't accept bullshit behavior. Like, if you have something against me, you better just keep that to yourself. You better just kind of go off and do whatever you're gonna do, and because if you come at me, bro, words will be said, and fists might be flying through the air if it comes down to it. Chosen ones stand their ground. You're not gonna put me in a box. You're not gonna tell me fucking nothing, because you are a clown. You are nothing. They're delusional fucking people, bro. And when you prove them wrong, they're gone. They just shut up. They're gone. They leave you alone. They fall off the face of the earth. I've done this to so many people who tried to, like, stalk my life, tried to, like, bring me down, try to do crazy shit mentally to me. I have broken all these people. I showed them, you can't break me, I will break you, and I done it. I stand today, continuing to rise, continuing to go forward on the pursuit, on the mission. And when you're that person, bro, and you only get more intense over the years, you only get fired up more, people are just gonna start to leave you alone because you're just too crazy at this point. They know nothing's gonna get in your way. They know nothing's gonna stop you, bro. Why would they put themselves in harm's way? They might be stupid, but they're not that stupid. So I just couldn't give a single fuck about these people, man. They have an issue. They have serious issues they are not resolving. They are not problem solving people. They have a lot of problems that they have not solved yet. And they put all that stuff in the back burner. That is the opposite of a chosen one, because the chosen one is a problem solver. We solve problems. We get shit done. So, who's the clown now? Yeah. Fucking clown world, man. What majority of people are involved in. A disgrace, really. So the ones that kind of stand for something, everyone else is going to have an issue. Because they don't even know what they stand for. They don't know anything. They really don't. So they want to make you try to drive you crazy, try to make you think how they think. Why the fuck would you want to think how they think? They're absolutely dogs, nothings. The way they think is just polluted with toxicity. There's no getting in that world. I don't even like talking about it because it's that fucking toxic, bro. Like, the way they think, it's just nuts. What the fuck are you going to do moving forward thinking that way and never changing? You're screwed. You have to be open-minded. You have to be a problem solver. You have to be focused on your own life and your own mission. There's no room to actually stare into someone else's life and hate on them. What the fuck are you doing? You lost puppy. That's what it is, man. Like, they cannot They just can't do the right things. And you can. So you're going to be hated. But you'll also be loved by some people that actually know what they're talking about. The people that like me the most, and I've noticed this very clearly, the people that like me the most are the hardest workers. Because they understand me. The hardest workers, bro, they understand you. Because they work that hard. You're on the same page. The people that dislike me the most are the dumbest ones that work the least. And you can work hard in many different ways. It doesn't just have to be physical. You can work very hard in other ways. You can develop your mindset really, really well. And you can work hard towards stuff like that. But overall, from what I've noticed, over my entire lifespan, thus far, the hardest working people like me the most. The people that don't, the people that make excuses, the people that are living in the clown world, the people that are not nothing, dislike me the most. Because I am what they want to be. What's holding you back? There's obviously something holding you back. And I'm going to tell you something. There's nothing holding me back. No one's going to hold me back. I'm going to go forward in life like a madman on a mission. And no one's going to stop that. And no one should stop you either. I'm not stopping you. Who is stopping you? Probably yourself. You got to get out of your own way. And take the path that God has gifted you with. If you haven't found it, you haven't worked hard enough yet to find it. It's up to you, and it's on you to find that path. Your parents can't give you that answer. Your friends can't give you that answer. Only you and God is going to give you that answer together. You work as a team. And that's it with this video.